Today, two pro players had $200,000 ripped away from them by Epic Games. And this is the full story. Today's video is going to be a little bit different from my usual content, but it's something I feel is really important to discuss. So let's go. So I was scrolling through my Twitter feed the other day, or X feed, and I saw something that really caught my attention. It was regarding Swizzy and Putrick, the recent FNCS winners on EU and the recent qualifiers to the LAN event. This LAN event was set to take place in Copenhagen. It's one of the biggest events Fortnite has ever held. All was going well and they were set to claim their prize money of $200,000. But then something unexpected happened. Just 2 days ago, Swizzy and Putrick got an email telling them they would not be able to claim their prize money and that they were both disqualified from the Copenhagen in-person event. Why? Because they're both classed as Russian citizens under Epic Games rulings, it meant they could not be paid their money. And if you're confused on why Epic Games can't pay Russian players, it's because of the ongoing Ukraine-Russian situation. Epic Games changed their ruling last year to no longer pay Russian players and the players with Russian bank accounts with Russian companies, in hopes to put a strain on the Russian industry. You might be wondering, why were these players not aware of this information? Well, they were. From what I've gathered, Putrick knew about the rules and decided to move away from Russia, and he competed in FNCS while he was in Belarus. Swizzy, on the other hand, was originally an Asian player, won FNCS on the Asian servers, then he went over to EU and Russia in particular, got his Russian passport. Then when all of this happened, he moved with Putrick to Belarus, where he competed with Putrick in FNCS there. Apparently this was not enough to discount them as Russian citizens, because the rule was you had to be out of Russia for more than 6 months to discount yourself from this ruling, and it had been 3 since they moved. As well as this, they still had Russian passports. But the main issue was the time frame. This is particularly heartbreaking because Swizzy and Putrick are both very young players, and Swizzy is only 17 years old. He's not even old enough to be part of political discussions. They've worked so hard to get where they are, and they've had it taken away from them due to a technicality. And to make matters worse, they've now been banned from Fortnite, and they've been kicked from one of the top competitive Fortnite discords run by Fortnite. This has caused quite an uproar in the Fortnite community, as you can imagine. Many people feeling like Epic Games has been unfair in this situation. Now, some people might argue that Swizzy and Putrick should have done a better job of reading the rules, and they should have been more careful, especially given the current political climate. But it's important to remember they're both young players, they're very focused on their game, and they were actually paid by Epic Games recently while they were still considered Russian citizens by Epic Games. Is it really fair to take life-changing amounts of money from young players, especially when they've been paid small amount of earnings in the last 3 months? I'll leave that for you to decide. If you guys are worried about some of your other favourite players like Malabuka, who you all know is from Russia, then this rule does not apply to him. He's been out of Russia for more than 6 months, and he also has a Serbian passport, which technically makes him part Serbian citizen, and exempt from the rule, thankfully. A lot of big names in the Fortnite community have spoken out about this situation, including Aussie Antics and a lot of top name pros. There's been a lot of support for Swizzy and Putrick. Like icing on the top of the cake, the rules state that if someone is disqualified from the tournament, the places will not be rolled down. So even though Swizzy and Putrick were disqualified, second place Chico and Trulex will not get the money. It will go straight back to Epic Games. This almost feels too much like I predicted it, because I released a video a couple months ago and I said this in it. I was pretending to be an Epic Games employee. But rest assured, we will not be giving them the money. The money will go straight back to us at Epic Games, the hard-working programmers that bring you Fortnite. This was a turning point for a lot of people and they were not happy with it. But I want to know what you guys think. Do you feel like Epic Games is in the right, or do you think they should pay Swizzy and Putrick their money? Let me know in the comment section below. Go give Swizzy and Putrick some support on X, and pop in code JKC in the Fortnite item shop if you've enjoyed today's video. Check out the video on screen right now, because I promise you it is a certified banger. Thank you for watching, I'll see you in the next one.